All right, guys, welcome back. So, today I'm going to make a little bit of a controversial video. Not too controversial, but just decided to mix it up a little bit. If I had to only live with 3 watches ever again that are currently in my collection, what would they be and why? So, after a lot of debating back and forth and looking at my watch collection, this is what I have to come up with. So I'm going to go over these 3 watches I have with you and explain why I would choose these ones over others. So let's just get into it. First watch I would pick to be in my top 3 or only 3 watch collection would be my Ball Engineer Marvelite. This is my most recent acquisition to my collection, so I'm probably still in the honeymoon phase with it. But with this watch, I mean, I'll keep it short and sweet. This watch is built like a tank. It has 100-meter water resistance. It's anti-magnetic. It has tritium illumination. It's shock resistant. It's got a date bubble, and I think it looks good in almost any situation. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It looks good casually with this leather band. It looks a little more dressy. So I just love this watch, and I think it's got a good use for multiple situations, and it's tough. So it's just a very hyper tool watch, and it's dressy at the same time. I've heard some people compare this to like a poor man's Rolex Datejust, and I can definitely agree with that because it's a fraction of the price of a Rolex Datejust. So that's my first pick for my watch collection, and I don't think this is a big argument either. This is a G-Shock 5610, and this is basically probably the toughest watch in my collection. It's, just for variety reasons too. It's the only digital watch in my top 3. It's got it's got a perpetual calendar, it's got an alarm, it's got a stopwatch, it's got world time. Again, waterproof, shockproof, and I love the tough solar. So this is powered by the sun. So you just wear this outside. It fully charges the battery. You don't have to replace the battery. The battery is supposed to be good for a number of years, longer than, the average batteries. So this is definitely a very tough watch. I wear this for the gym, yard work, camping, hiking, and, you just know nothing's going to happen to this watch. It's going to get banged around, and it's going to be fine. So if you had to have an only 3 watch collection, you got to have some sort of G-Shock in there, in my opinion. So that's that. And last but not least, got to have a diver. So I have a couple divers in my collection, but I still have a soft spot for the SKX. This is the SKX 007. Is it the toughest diver? No. Is it the fanciest diver? No. Is it a great diver? Yes. It's cheap. It's got a dangly Jubilee bracelet, but I love it. But it's still tough. It's not the most accurate thing in the world, but the lume is great. It's actually ISO certified, so, it's actually rated for, scuba diving, or diving rather. And all my other watches didn't have a bezel, or a rotating bezel. So I figured, hey, gotta have a rotating bezel. So why not? Let me turn this around. Sorry. I hate when I just leave it. Gotta get it right back to the top. Here we go. There we go. So again, another tough watch. If you didn't want to rock the G-Shock for yard work or swimming or something, this is definitely a good replacement. Is it fancy? No. So I think for the dress occasions, the Ball Engineer would be great. And for everything else, I think these two do just fine. So that's my quick little watch review, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. What would be your top 3 watches that if you had to live with for the rest of your life and not have anything else, what would they be? So that's mine. Take care.